going to go in the end zone or it's going to be returned.
We had a coach over at Georgetown College when I was there, Jim Jordan. He was from Mississippi. He used to say, sweep right, sweep left, sweep right, sweep left, quick kick, quick kick. I kept thinking, that's not going to get a lot of points. Handoff up the middle. There's Toothaker with the tackle as he steps up to meet DeMarcus Wilson.
Yeah, Toothaker really active here this evening. He is just a very good, unselfish kind of do-it-all, get down in there and get dirty kind of guy.
Really like his play.
His dad's kind of involved in your business, too. Mark is I believe he's a stallion manager over at Spendthrift Farm.
Oh, what a catch.
That pass is complete. And that was a very tough catch by Shamari Thomas, who took a hit after he caught it.
Another third down already. 4 for 5 in the first quarter. And they just drew him offside again.
Yes, they did. That time it was Landon Cottrell. And except for that quick kick, we have had a ton of third down plays and fourth down plays, and that's the only punt we've had.
That's right.
Handoff from Barrett. Boy, and there's some power football right there.
And again, sticking to running the football on first down. I love that from Coach Thompson. Get you a couple yards. That time you get more because the run gets you a few yards, and then on second down you can pass it or you can run it again.
Wow, we just saw that play right there. And, William, that's a great angle on the carry by Hinton. But you saw on the previous play, Jeremy Walters was like his arm was hurt or something, and he wasn't even looking when the ball was snapped. And that was part of the reason for that first down run. And there's another one. This time it's Ryan Gillian, the senior. And I do not know what James is doing with his inflection, whether it's body motion.
Well, it's more of that. If we go back, it's more of that. He does the clap, and he kind of plays the loud, and I think – what they're thinking is when he does that, they're gonna snap it, but he just keeps going on two. Keep drawing him off sides.
So that's what they're thinking has happened when he does that clap. They go on next sound or whatever. As that pass is completed.
Avery Thompson again, the freshman, running a really good route, just a little stop route right down the seam.
You are absolutely right, Jody. For a freshman, man, is he going to be something?
He's going to be something. He is very special. Avery Thompson, class of 2028.
Wow. Sounds like a long ways away, doesn't it? It's because it is. Barrett fakes. And the pass is complete on another slant. Thompson again. Looks like a gain of about 7. It is 2nd and 3.
Just moving the ball down the field. They like to take a shot here soon.
Yeah, well, I was getting ready to say we've had a couple of shots, but not many by these two teams. Well, nice call, Coach Demling, and that pass is complete and caught. What a play by Martell's Carter, the Kentucky commit.
Wow. Tell you what, Martell's Carter, that's just one-on-one. I'm going to go up and I'm going to win this battle. Very nice pass.
Robinson's not in bad position.
No, he's not. Robinson had good position. Carter just one-on-one beat his man.
And now
Carter's in Wildcat.
Yes, he is. The Tornado is looking for their play call and their quarterback. Here he is. Over the right side and in. Touchdown, Tillman.
I think they're going to go for 2.
That would be the norm after missing that first extra point.
Martell's Carter lining up in Wildcat, and if you see that again, the block by a couple of those linemen up there, they just blew him a hole wide open, but they had – not only did they have the line right there, they had three, like 2 tight ends and another back right in front of him.
And for a wide receiver, he put his head down and ran hard.
I'll be interested to see at the next level. I think he could play in the secondary at the next level. I think he wants to play wide receiver, and as we saw there, big-time wide receiver.
Right.
But he's a guy that can do a lot of different things.
So as you thought, they go for 2.
And they're going to have to call timeout
They are.
because they were all confused.
Play clock is down at 2, and that's going to be a timeout. Tillman. They lead it 12-7, 9:01 in the first half of play here at the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSA Football State Finals. So after the timeout, nope, this is a media timeout, so there's still about 30 seconds or go in it. See it, William? See it right there. The red hat who's wearing a brown coat. Still got 30 seconds left in his timeout, and it's interesting. Should give Franklin County plenty of time to see the formation, right? They've got 5 wide receivers. Looks like 4 to the right and 1 to the top of the screen there. Up on the top, they have got that was Josh Campbell up there by himself. And then you see Wilson in the slot there, closest to the tackle. So here comes the try for 2. Pursuit from the backside and wide open in the back of the end zone. Big time props to Avery Thompson, who got himself wide open.
Yeah, he did. He came from the right side, acted like he was going to go all the way across, stopped and came right back up the back side of the end zone and was wide open.
So Tillman got its first extra point blocked. They come back and convert the 2, so they're now back on schedule, and they lead it by a count of 14-7. That scoring drive, pretty impressive, Jody. 8 plays, 90 yards, took 2 minutes and 49 seconds.
And again, they're spreading the ball out. They're using a lot of different people on that drive. We saw both Hintons, we saw Carter, we saw Thompson, number of different players do some different things. I'm watching Carter. He was not in on that 2-point conversion. He was over there with the medical staff.
He lowered his head, as we were talking about, when he went in for that touchdown.
I think it was a cramp more than it. Yeah, he's back out on the field. He worked it out. I think it was almost like maybe a little bit of a sting or a cramp. He was just kind of doing some different stretches and running on that leg. As you see, he's the far nearest player to us, and still kind of messed around with his leg a little bit.
Yep. I'm just wondering, we saw it in the last game, I'm just wondering how these folks are getting cramps in this 20-degree weather.
We've seen one in every game.
Oh, that's right.
We had one this morning.
So the Blue Tornado ready to go. Hancock. And it's fielded at the 3. Straight up the field and stopped immediately is Delano Collins. Was it 17 or 11? I'm sorry, I may have the wrong person. It is 17.
It is 17. Yeah, it is.
I thought it was an 11. So that's Hunter Gottschall, who looked a little shaky when he got up.
Isaac James and a host of Blue Tornadoes, like he ran right into the eye of a tornado right there. There was like 7 of them.
So Franklin County ready to start again from its own 20. Handoff and nowhere to go. Oldham stood up immediately.
Yeah, no push there at all from the offensive line. And this is where, if you're Franklin County, you've got to say, okay, we're good here. We just stick to our game. We need to get a score here, and we'll even it back up. No harm, no foul, nothing's wrong right now. Played a good first half.
And Tillman now with a 7-point lead and a lot of confidence. It doesn't look to me like they've needed to blitz a lot, but if they were inclined to, I think they're getting more confidence on every snap defensively. Pitch to the near side, and he's got some room. Finally pulled down from behind. Martell's Carter in on the tackle, but Simmons gets the big run.
And you see blockers out in front. A great job there from Franklin County, and that's the left tackle, Julian Bosher, pulling all the way out there on the sideline. He got the kick out. You saw other guys, linemen out there with him, and it's just a gaping hole out there.
How about that closing speed by Carter?
It was pretty good. I thought he was gone for a second.
I did too. First down. Handoff again straight up the middle. It's obvious that Eddie James is not being deterred from his game plan.
No, and I don't think there's any reason at all to. You've done it. You've done some really good things. They've got a really good football team. They got guys that continue to step up, guys that continue to do their little bit extra above and beyond, and they got a freshman quarterback who's directing this thing pretty perfectly so far.
Barrett pitches, and off the right side, more good room, not a gaping hole, but the line got out there in front of Oldham, and he turns it into positive yardage.
And that's where you see this defense and what they do and how they swarm, because when he pitched that ball, for a split second you thought, oh, there's a lot of room there. And when he got to the line of scrimmage, he got about a yard past it, there were 6 or 7 Tillman guys around him. They really do swarm to the ball.
But he and his line helped get that tough yardage, and that makes it just 3rd and 2.
Tillman with 11 guys within about 3 or 4 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That would be called a loaded box right there. And boy, I think he got it. I think his forward progress may have gotten him the first down.
Mm-hmm.
That was Simmons.
So impressed with him.
And it looks like they're going to take a second to measure. Nope. Instead, they just take a second to look at it, stop the clock, and now they'll wind it again. So Franklin County just inside the 30 at the 29 as the clock continues to run here in the second quarter of play. They go right back to it, and that's Simmons again.
I don't see a flag. Oh, I do see a flag now. There was someone standing on the flag.
And that's going to be a holding penalty against Franklin County, which will be marked off 10 yards at the spot.
Yeah, more penalties in this game than what we've seen
Yes,
today.
sir.
Five already for 42 yards on Tillman, and now 4 for 25 on Franklin County.
Franklin County is in the second state final over the last 5 years, and I was looking at some of these notes. Surprising to me that Paducah Tillman is seeking its first championship trophy since 2009.
Oh, yeah, it's a long time.
Off the near side, and boy, they like that matchup now, and they're just going to continue to give it to Simmons.
Tillman won titles in 73 in 2A, 85 in 2009. So they spread their titles out.
Yeah.
Always consistent, though. 10th time they've been in a championship game all the way back to 1980.
So after the hold and that run, it's now 2nd down and 15.
And they have to call timeout because there was no one in Barrett didn't see it. There's where if he recognizes that it's an easy touchdown. Robinson, there was 2 receivers out on the right, and Robinson had no one covering him. There was one guy split between the 2 receivers, and Barrett didn't recognize it and try to snap it. And good thing that Tillman got a timeout there.
So with 5:46 to go in the first half of play, it's Paducah Tillman 14, Franklin County 7. Here at the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSA Football State Finals.
Believe in hope, in willpower, in work, in seeking, in screening, in knowing, in treating, in dedication, determination, and we're getting through this, whatever it takes, in bravery, in breakthroughs, in beating the odds. Believe in a cancer-free future for all of Kentucky. Believe in Markey.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Windy, cold night here at Kroger Field. They say the wind's only blowing at 7 miles an hour, but that looked like a lot more than 7 to me. And that's going to be a pass interference call or a defensive hold, whatever you want to call it. But that's going to be Carter who gets called for it.
Looked like he. Yeah, they're saying that he didn't give him opportunity to go up and get that ball. I thought the ball was. It's a tough one there on Carter, not just because it wasn't a ton of contact, but he really didn't have to do anything because that ball was thrown so far out of bounds. He didn't have to do anything.
And, of course, the question becomes, is it catchable?
Correct.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 18. Franklin County looking to pull even. Boy, nothing there.
Cleary is playing a whale of a game
Isn't he,
up
though?
front. He is a big dude. He is hard to keep out of the backfield. He's pretty much in there almost every play.
Oldham on the carry. As you mentioned, he was stopped by Cleary and by Nyan Fitzgerald. And I think Eddie James has backed off the tempo just a little bit, maybe trying to keep that Tillman offense off the field so much. They go for the middle screen. That ball is deflected and nearly picked off.
Yeah, Nyan Fitzgerald getting a hand on that one, and that ball pinballed around for a little bit, maybe like almost 10 yards down the field. Several guys with opportunities. Nobody could come away with it. But, again, it's the pressure and the young quarterback, Knox Barrett.
I think both of these teams, Jody, have shown the propensity with their offense to, like, throw the ball in bunches, either on the outside or over the middle, and I think that's probably not the last of those balls we're going to see. Why? Oh, my gosh! Wide open in the end zone, a completely busted coverage, and Ladarius Simmons falls.
Martellus Carter and Hank James look at each other because if you look over here, they run a crossing route, and both guys go one way, and nobody goes with Simmons. And all he has to do is stay upright, and he catches that ball.
Oh, my gosh. And so now it's going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt. And was that ball blocked or was it a bad snap?
No, I think it was blocked. High snap.
Boy, and that's the kind of thing that can just kill a team's momentum. Powell's got the big leg. I think he's done, what, 55 this year?
55 that was negated by a penalty, but 50 and 51. That was the snap.
And so now Franklin County late getting players back on. And let's see if Tillman can take advantage.
Again, sticking with the run on first down.
Wow.
Big hit there.
Yes, it was. Happened right at the spin as Hunter Gottschall really put one on Hinton.
Gotcha with the gotcha. Oh,
Yeah, right.
my, in the hole there. Hinton still picked up 3 or 4 yards.
And paid for it.
Yes, he did.
But he's right back in there standing next to his quarterback. There's another one of those passes just right on the slant into coverage. Gottschall is there again. And Thompson couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, the freshman's really talented, but that one was a tough catch there. Couldn't hang on to it.
Leading him into coverage and a big hit right over the middle. And I see the Tillman guys pointing back. They're pointing at the play clock. Now they've gotten a call, and they just get it off. And wow, there's Gottschall again. And I don't know if it was because of him. I don't think we've got any ice or anything, but Hinton, who got blown up a couple of plays ago, went down early.
And I don't know what they were looking at, or they were pointing at the play clock, talking about it, and Tillman, they do not have a timeout left. That's what it is. I guess they thought maybe they had a timeout, and they don't have a timeout left.
So this will be the first punt of the day for Tillman. And Hancock will boot it away, and that is not a good kick. Looked like he was off timing on his drop and his steps.
Perry downs it, but it actually hit him. Yeah, I think they're going to mark it right at the 50. It hit him right at midfield. It hit the Tillman defender, so.
Yeah, it just looks like he's off here on the steps.
Yeah, he kind of got in between there, kind of almost a hop at the end.
Yep. And so now Franklin County will try to answer as you see 3:17 left in the first half. And they've got some room on the left side. Robinson packing the mail. As Franklin County tries to bounce back on their last possession.
Getting some help from his buddy Derwin Leach there, the left guard at the end.
And if you look over there on the Franklin County sidelines, that shot that we just had, Robinson is down on the ground. There you see him just behind Coach Eddie James. It looks like he's cramping up. If I was playing tomorrow, I'd be bringing lots of pickle juice.
Lots of cramps out there.
Really have been, especially for a cold, cold night.
Corian Tabbs, a sophomore, replaces Robinson. Split far to the right.
Barrett puts a man in motion. Now they set up the screen this side, and that ball is batted down again. This is probably more defensive linemen on both sides that I've seen bat down passes in a single game that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, we've seen a blocked extra point and at least 5 batted down passes, I think, so far.
One of them leading to an interception.
Gillian comes in as a massive H-back, kind of a tight end.
Right. Call up the middle, and that one read well from the backside. Who was that? That was Michael Hinton, who put the stops onto Jaquan Crawford.
Yeah, and they ran it right to Gillian, who they lined him up. They put him in the big defensive nose guard. They put him in as basically a right tight end, kind of as a wing back. He pulled to the left, and Crawford followed him, but unfortunately there was just too much traffic there. The left side of the line not getting any push on that play.
Boy, and another time you had a receiver out there maybe with the ability to do something. And again, like I said, I'd have to check this again, but the temperature's down in the 20s. But unless something has started since I was down in between games, I haven't seen any precipitation down there. But we've seen more slips here in the last 5 or 10 minutes than there have been in all the other previous games, I think.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. That was a well-designed play. Got him out in the flats.
That was the equivalent of getting TSA pre-check at the airport. Go through with no stoppage. And a whistle.
Delay a game?
Yes, sir.
Everybody heard the whistle, I think, down there except Cleary, who came in the up back paid the price for that. He came in trying to block that.
And in the area of the field that's in, you wonder whether that was intentional or not.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Got to be careful here on this punt. Carter, electric. He's not going to get a chance.
He will not.
Just like a touchback right at the 20-yard line. 2:07 left.
There you see Eddie James and his Franklin County sideline. As the Tornado come out, and they would love to put another score on the board in the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds of this first half.
Yeah, and for Franklin County, you get the ball to start the second half, so a big, big stop if you can here.
Back in the pocket, looking to go deep. That's complete over the middle. And what a nice pass from James as he was able to find Josh Campbell.
Yeah, that's a really good pass there. Just he lines up as the split guy out to the left and just comes kind of a post route. Put it right on him.
Line gave him plenty of time as well. And they do that again. Now he rolls. And he threw it out of bounds.
That interception for James earlier, not his fault. Ball batted. 9 interceptions on the season. He doesn't make many bad decisions. And there you see one right there that was a good decision. He doesn't get sacked very often because he rolls out and he knows what he's got to do. He gets the ball past the line of scrimmage.
Got it out there where nothing bad could happen, and they stop the clock, but then they commit a penalty.
They just drew him offside again.
Flag didn't come from the referee.
Well, the two guys that threw the flag are going to talk about it.
Which is never a good thing.
No. Encroachment. So they're doing something. That's the 4th time on Franklin County. Something with the cadence.
So Tillman operates on 2nd and 5. Here comes the pressure. And he got it out of there. And now this could turn into something pretty big. Talk about nothing becoming something. And that was Hinton who made the catch in a nice run afterwards.
Yeah, that's one of those where you throw it and you just hope something good happens, and then you let your playmaker do the work, and something did happen, a first down.
James swings it out. Nice sure catch by Carter.
Boy, and he drug Robinson with him
Yes,
for a
he
couple
did.
yards. I thought Robinson was going to tackle him inbounds, and they actually say the clock does continue to go, but he drug him for 2 or 3 yards.
Clock continues to move. Now at a minute 10. Deep ball over the middle. And a little mistiming. I think that Perry got hung up on the route a little bit, and that affected the timing.
I mean, that would have been called back anyway. I think we're going to get a hold. There's a wrestling match going on there up front. Ben Myers and Anthony and Toothaker going at it.
And a lot of penalties in this game. We've seen a bunch of laundry here in the first half.
6 on each side.
Tillman now, 4 wide receivers set. And here comes the blitz from Franklin County.
Just trying to catch them off guard
Right.
a little bit there. Clock continues to run. 3rd down now.
I think everybody's out of timeouts, aren't they?
Franklin, I believe, has 1 left. Yes, Tillman is.
And they try to hustle up. High throw, what a catch. Wow. That's why that staff liked him so much here in Lexington.
Whoa, Martell's Carter just went up for it. He's got to learn to give the referee closest to the ball to stop the clock. But man, oh man, what a great catch as they spiked that. I didn't think he had any chance. This ball got a little too much air on it, got away from him. Actually tipped it to himself.
Right? And again, the coverage is pretty good back there. I mean, that was Jacob Taylor who was back there. Problem is Carter's 6'1" and Taylor's 5'5". That was a called quarterback draw. And up to about the 18-yard line as the clock continues to run. They got to hustle and spike it. I don't know what they're going to try to do, whether kick it or not, but they better spike it and quick. And there we go. So
it's 4th down here with 12 seconds to go.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't look like they're going to try to kick it.
Well, you can see your guy over there warming up just to the left, Hancock. He's right over here in the picture.
Remember, they spiked it on 1st down when they got the 1st down.
Yes, they did. So Tillman goes for it on 4th and 5. Toward the end zone. Wow, there's another great catch. But they got to be ready because that clock is going to start as soon as they wind it. Campbell made the catch. They're going to have to spike it.
And they do.
And so now what do you do?
I honestly, I think what you do here, you got everything you can. They're going to run the field goal unit out there. Yeah, I think they are.
Are they?
I don't know what they're doing. They've got all kinds of guys
I
going
don't
in
think
and out
so.
there.
I think they got a little confusion. But I mean, the thing I was thinking about, what are you going to do?
They've got it. Wildcat is what they've got.
Oh, my gosh, they are going to do this. If they get in, no timeouts. And he didn't make it. He did not make it. The Flyer defense stands tall. It was Jeremy Walters.
Yes, it was. Walters flying in, and you see that, and you kind of know what was going to happen. Martellus Carter in the Wildcat, you know he's going to run it. They sell out and go right to him, and boy, oh boy, big play by Walters here as you see it just flying through. He wasn't even close.
I mean, I'm telling you, that could turn out to be the biggest play of the game, depending on what happens. Because, like you said, Franklin County gets the ball to start the second half. They would have gotten the ball down 2 scores had it not been for that defensive play. So we have reached halftime, where it is Paducah Tillman 14, Franklin County 7, here on the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSA Football State Finals.